Hi, good afternoon, and good afternoon. Hope everyone's well. We're just going to have a look at the £300 million development behind me in a second. So I'd show you that's Central Drive. You see Mickey Finn's there, Castle Pub, Hull, Vance, Havelock and what have you down there, the smaller streets. I will say again, if you're ever around here and you need to spend a penny, it's 40p and you have to pay by card. Don't forget, if you're around here, 40p to spend a penny. I know, but I've still got that squeaky voice. So we'll have a look down there in a minute. You can see it's pretty busy. It's a gorgeous day, and guess which idiot's left the jacket on? So we'll go and have a look and see what Aberdeen Street Market site's like first. You can just peek through the fence if I remember rightly. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous today. I've not got my backpack with me because I've been for an appointment which lasted all of literally a minute. It weren't worth turning up, but there you go. These things happen, don't they? Still a bit of a breeze. The concrete jungle's looking concrete-ish as per. Let's have a look here though. Probably, yeah, so not having a backpack with me, I haven't got the gimbal with the extension. Don't know comments. So it's the old arm over the fence. I think we can see further down as well. We'll have a wander down what used to be platform 1. There's the old retaining wall. For those that's been on the channel for a while, you'll know this. But we have got new subscribers, so I'll just quickly as we go, if you don't mind. So yeah, the old retaining wall for what used to be Central Station. Central train station. Remember rightly, 14 platforms there were at one time. You can see, if you look here, you can see the different coloured concrete, and that's where the platforms used to come into at one time. So Central Station 1863, originally called the Hounshill Station, then later called Central. That's where you get Hounshill Shopping Centre from, by the way, it's off of the old Central Station. Also once the busiest in the world in 1911. So yeah, busier than New York, LA, London. Busiest station in the world. Let's just have a look here, see if we can see anything from here. They put the billboards back up, haven't they? Yeah, and they've got this right down to here now. Yeah, so they're using it as offices and what have you. As you can see, they've tidied the place up a bit anyway, haven't they? You can see we're at the back, Sea Life Centre, Funland and what have you. Look at Concrete Jungle now. Wow. The graffiti artists have been out there, haven't they? But yeah, the car parks around, because it's a school holidays, isn't it? So the car parks are busy. I think last time I did this, I did it on a bank holiday Monday or something. About right, innit? So we'll take a walk to the end. You can cut through here. I think you still can anyway. You could at one time. Yes, Central Station 1863, North Station that they're doing now. Well, it used to be on Talbot Road, where it is now, North Station. That used to be one of the sidings. Yeah, you could cut through here, look, and just jump up. I've done it before. Actually, we've got netting around it now. But it looks like at the end you could still cut through. Look at all the graffiti now, though. I'm not going down the side of anyone's cars. So yeah, 1846 North Station, just in case you were wondering, like. Mind the useless information. Look at that now, that's not half coming on. We'll have a wander round, see if we can get a better view for you. With me being a fatty, it's trying to squeeze through. I'm glad they put the wing mirrors in. Yeah, it's not half coming on now though. Can I squeeze through here? Right, let's go down this side. That's well come on since last time we were here. See the sides there as well. I'm not sure if we still get out to Central Drive there and have a look round. The Jolt shop just on Central Drive, that is coming down. Thank God. All what used to be, for those that don't know, what the cop shop there, that big monstrosity, and all the monstrosity, the concrete jungle, that's all coming down as well. It's part of the £300 million project. Yeah, so reason Central's no more. The other retaining wall I'll show you in a minute. But if you can imagine, you used to come down through here. That used to be the road, if you remember. A lot of holiday makers would come down that way and you'd come through to here. This is exactly where the street used to come, look. You see where the lines are. And that's what actually followed. Sorry if I'm spinning a bit fast, panning fast. So literally it'd go right through. You can imagine this is the road here. You can see where the pavements are and everything. So the road would go straight through there, and then there's the bridge on the other side if you was to go right through. And this is where the trains would come in, because the road followed the old train line. But due to the Beating report in the 60s, one of the stations had to go. And originally it was earmarked for North. But due to lobbying from Blackpool Council and that, they said no, would rather Central be demolished because it was prime for development, as we can see now, this area rather than North. And where they're now doing the tram station and the new hotel and what have you on Talbot Road, that's where the original North State. I've done the history on it if you want to look at it. Wow, yeah. It's got the scissor lift there. Yeah, the Jolt shop here is coming down, but the building at the side there, that used to be, if you can see it, I'll have a look on Central Drive in a second, but that used to be the old railwayman flats, or whatever you want to call them, at one time for Central Station. And this is the other retaining wall here, original retaining wall. So this was probably built, what, 1862, and the other side as well. Sorry, I'm spinning fast again, aren't I? I'll show you these, just show you these flats I'm on about. They are staying, they're being developed. Havelock there, the street just there. Yeah, the Jolt shop is shutting. You can see a lot shut, it just looks horrendous now, doesn't it? You look on the other side as well. Yeah, if you look on the other side as well, because it's all been redeveloped this side. So these here, these are the old railman's flats and what have you. That's all being redeveloped. King Eddie VII, the pub on the corner that we'll be at in a minute, that's meant to be done up, and so's the old picture house that we'll come up to in a second as well. I'll show you in a minute. That's Reeds Avenue. A lot would have stopped on Reeds, just opposite there. So yeah, I can't remember this is the picture house. You see, used to be steps there going up to a door just there. So I can't see a thing with the sun. If that's coming out. Yeah, I can't remember this as a picture house, but I do remember it as a nightclub. And I'm sure we went to see Sheena Easton here. But you wouldn't believe, but you walk through there and the balustrade, or whatever, you know, the stairs going up, they're fantastic inside there. I thought there used to be a blue flag. Yeah, there is. There you go. Part of the Heritage Trail. Built in July 1913. But this all around here used to be the farm. And then there used to be more streets and what have you. I'll go into it a bit more another time. But the pub, the King Eddie's being done up as well, as part of the development. I know it says 6 on there, but there's a 1 missing, there's a digit missing. It is a 7th, honest. So yeah, this is all being done up. We'll have a look round this end and then see what happens from there. Yay. Right, kiddo, how you doing, bud? There are some stars around. Yeah, look at them doing the... I don't know if you can hear him. Credit. He won't get me up there for loving the money. Let's have a look up the side. See, at one time you could see from here very well, but you see how it says on the back of here what used to be the cabaret bar, family fun. But yeah, you had like the pub, and then upstairs, if I remember rightly, upstairs was the nightclub. If I remember rightly, it's going back that long. If you go straight down there, that's where used to be the Central Club, the very well known Central Club. And if you turn left down here, there's Donna's Dream House, just opposite us. Anything coming now? Let's cross over. Have a look from this side. Yeah, the landscape's changing here. So before, when I was saying if you went straight through that other part where it was on that little street, it used to be a street, this is the bridge I was on about just here, where the traffic used to come over and then you'd go right through. If that makes sense. At one time anyway. And it literally does follow. You can see these walls here, they're the original walls here. I did go down there last time and showed down there, but not going to bother this time. Yeah, so the bridge used to straight over there, look. I'm in shade now, I can see just there, it'll go right over. But obviously, you'd be going right into that now. But yeah, that's the old railway line that a lot of people coming on holiday to Blackpool would have gone to use this road coming into Blackpool. So yeah, so all that concrete jungle there. Oh, that's a bit blowy. Wow. I'm moving over to the other side. Back in the sun. Yeah, it's a Chapel Street car park, that's all coming down. All that just a monstrosity, innit? What do you let me know? What you? I don't know. It reminds me of the old estates. That is just a concrete jungle to me. That always thought so from being a kid. So yeah, all of this coming down, the lot of it. And where we was before, just on the other side there, if you went straight down there, where we was. It's still being used as a car park for now though. Yeah, so that's, you've got the cop shop that's the bigger, taller building. And then you've still got, the last time I knew the magistrates' courts were still going, were still working. Yeah, yeah, I think they are, you know, I think they're still in service, if that's what you want to call it. They are moving, obviously. The cop shop now has gone up by Tesco. If you come in on the M55 and come that way, it's just if you're going out of Blackpool and go that way up Preston New Roadway, it's by the big Tesco anyway. The cop shop now, so a bit further out of town. Yeah, so the lot coming down. At Candy Kingdom, they used to shows, rock rolling exhibitions and what have you. Candy Kingdom just over the road there, I'm sure they did. And I've just realised I'm on the pedal bike path. The Stanley. I've not been in Stanley since it's opened up again, to be fair. We'll see. I bet Chris is busy. We'll have a look as we're going by this way. But yeah, all this, you know what I mean, it's just, get rid of it. It's bloody horrible, it really is. Just watch where I'm walking now. I don't know which way these cars are going. I'll just show you this from here. See, so all that taller building, that's what I was on about, you know, it's peeping out the top. That was the cop shop. It'll be good riddance, won't it, to be fair. Yeah, Chris has got a queue outside. So we ever wander down, just shout, "Hi, Chris." So I can get over safely. Arkwright. That was a good show, wasn't it? Go on, Ronnie, weren't it? And David, Jason. So this is Dale Street we're now on. You're getting the Stanley that way as well if you was wanting to do. See if Chris is there. Chris! Hiya. You alright, mate? Yeah, and you get in the Stanley that way. This is York Street, then you've got Yorkshire. Oh, we're doing a right tour here, aren't we now? I think we're on 20 minutes, we'll call it quits in a second. Vauxhall Market now reopened again. But if you're fancying a cheap pint while you're here, the Hardwick, I think it's 180. Last time me and Wes went in anyway. And the Hardwick is just there. Cross over. The Hardwick's just there, look. That's coming out, the blue one. I think it's 180 a pint, it might be 190. Can't remember now, but it's something along those lines. Something along those lines. Anyway, I think we've had a decent walk here, haven't we? We'll leave it here. But I just saw what's going again. That's Webster's, used to be a pub. If you see at the top it says the Washington. As was. So anyway, we'll leave it here. Most of all, stay safe, you know what it is. Have a cracking day.